If the zombie outbreak started right now, would you survive? Probably not me. But these movies, they'll make you feel like you're living it. Let's begin with the number 10. Have you ever seen a zombie movie where the undead basically become gas tanks? Yeah, in Wyrmwood Apocalypse, people are literally driving around Mad Max style with zombies strapped to their trucks, pumping out this glowing green gas. It's wild, it's dumb, but also it's fun. So, this movie's set in this post-apocalyptic Australian wasteland and everything's gone to hell. Gasoline doesn't work anymore. Now it's all about zombie breath. I'm serious. Zombies breathe out this neon green fog and somehow that powers machines. The main guy, Reese, he's this soldier type who works for a shady scientist known as the Surgeon General. His job? Catch survivors, bring them in for experiments. You think he's the villain at first, but things flip quickly. It's full on metal, like explosions, insane weapons, zombies exploding in green mist. There's even a half zombie woman who can control the undead with her mind. Why? Don't ask. The movie doesn't care, and somehow that makes it work. Number 9. This one got that classic post-apocalyptic feel, but with a twist. The movie takes place 10 years after a zombie invasion, and while we don't exactly know why the zombies showed up, we're right in the thick of it with a teenager Abigail and her protector Aus as they fight for survival. It brings a fresh vibe to the genre. The plot is nothing we haven't seen before, but it's still got enough of a unique spin to keep you invested. It's a good survival story. The movie keeps the tension high enough to keep you engaged. Visually, Silent Zone isn't a big budget spectacle, but it does its job. The apocalyptic world is well done, broken down buildings, grass growing over abandoned cars, empty towns. It all feels fitting for the kind of world they're surviving in. It definitely pumps you up, especially during the opening credits. Silent Zone may not be a masterpiece, but it's way better than I expected. It's got heart, decent performances, and a world that feels lived in. Number 8. Set in 19th century England, the Bennett sisters aren't just seeking suitable husbands, they're also trained warriors, defending their land from a zombie apocalypse. The film cleverly balances the romantic tensions with high-stakes action. The Bennett sisters' martial prowess adds a fresh layer to their characters, making them formidable in both love and war. The chemistry between Elizabeth and Darcy is intensified by their shared battles against the undead. While the zombies aren't particularly terrifying, they serve as a backdrop to the evolving relationships and societal commentary. The film's unique blend of genres offers a humorous and action-packed twist on a beloved classic. Number 7. The Cured. A virus called the Maze virus turned people into monsters, but now 75% have been cured. They remember everything, and the rest of society remembers too, what they did, who they hurt. So the cured are treated like criminals, even though they were victims too. The film dives deep into themes of guilt, forgiveness, and how society treats those trying to make amends. It's less about zombies and more about what comes after the trauma. The pacing is slow, which might not be for everyone, but it gives space for the emotional weight to settle in. It's not just about survival, it's about what comes after. And that's where The Cured shines. The Cured isn't your typical zombie flick. No hordes mindlessly chasing people, no dumb survival tropes instead. It's about what happens after the cure. Number 6. This is a zombie movie inside another zombie movie where no one realizes they're in an actual zombie apocalypse until it's too late. It starts with this low-budget film crew in the New Zealand woods trying to make a cheesy zombie flick. There's fake blood, diva actors, and a director who's more obsessed with his vision than finishing the script. Sounds like a regular bad day on set until the real zombies show up and nobody notices. Why? Because everyone thinks it's just part of the movie. If you're into horror comedy with messy characters, awkward humor, and some surprisingly heartfelt moments under the blood and guts, this one's worth a look. It doesn't always land the jokes or the scares, but it knows what it is. Number 5. This one takes the zombie genre to a refreshing twist. Instead of the usual horde of zombies, it's all about one relentless single zombie. A woman named Molly and her boyfriend Nick are driving through the desert trying to escape a zombie apocalypse. Things go south pretty quickly when their car gets stuck in the sand, and soon they're face to face with a zombie. But what really sets this movie apart is its pacing and character development. Instead of falling into the trap of a repetitive cat and mouse survival survival story, it dives deeper. Molly, played by Brittany Allen, starts as a struggling woman with a rough past. It's a survival movie, but it's also a movie about redemption, survival, and a woman finding strength in the most unlikely of places. This movie is definitely worth checking out if you're a fan of zombie films that don't just go for the usual thrills. Number 4. This movie takes a more intimate approach to the zombie apocalypse genre, focusing on survival, isolation, and human relationships rather than the typical action-packed chaos. The plot centers on Anne, a woman who's been living alone in the wilderness after a deadly plague turns people into infected, kind of zombie-like, but they're not the Walking Dead. She believes she's the last person left alive until she stumbles across 2 other survivors, a man her age and a teenage girl. Now, this isn't your typical zombie flick. There's no army of undead storming the streets or high-speed chases. Instead, it's more about the quiet, tense moments of survival, finding food, staying hidden, and dealing with the emotional toll of isolation. When these 2 strangers show up, you can feel the anxiety building up. Are they trustworthy? Could they be a threat? It's the kind of slow burn tension that makes you second guess every interaction. It's a perfect blend of emotional and physical survival. Just a friendly reminder, movies like this are entertaining, but we know it's all fiction. In the real world, we've got to make money to survive. I found a way to earn $1,000 to $5,000 a week online. If you're curious too, check out the link below. Number 3, Azrael is one of those films where you get this gritty, post-apocalyptic vibe right from the start, but it's the chilling silence that makes it stand out. A world where even a whisper could lead to your death. Yeah, it's as intense as it sounds. We meet Azrael, who's being chased through a jungle-like wilderness. She's mute, a survivor in a world where speaking is forbidden, apparently. It's a bizarre setting. As the movie unfolds, she's not your typical superhero lead, though. She's got grit, but also vulnerability. It's refreshing to see her fight for survival, not as a martial arts expert, but as someone doing whatever it takes to stay alive. These creatures that roam the forest are terrifying. They're like zombies, but with more thought behind them. Number 2, low-budget horror movies can be hit or miss, but this feels like one of those special zombie films, the kind that actually tries something new instead of just rehashing the same old undead tropes. Carrie-Anne Moss, known for her role in The Matrix, delivers a compelling performance as May, a tough survivalist who takes Ethan under her wing. Their dynamic is intense and layered, with May's enigmatic nature keeping you guessing about her true intentions. Frank Grillo makes a brief but impactful appearance as Kai, adding a gritty edge to the story. Die Alone doesn't rely on jump scares or gore. Instead, it delves into themes of memory, identity, and while some may find the pacing slow, the film rewards patience with a thought-provoking narrative and a twist that redefines the entire story. Number 1. 28 years later, and the zombies are even scarier. A father and his young son stepping off a fortified island, venturing into a mainland that's been overrun by rage-infected humans for nearly 3 decades. That's the chilling premise of the latest installment in the iconic zombie franchise, focusing on a new generation grappling with the aftermath of the rage virus. The story centers on a father and his son. They embark on a perilous journey to find medical help for a pregnant woman. Their quest leads them through a desolate Britain. This one promises to delve deeper into the psychological and societal impacts of a prolonged apocalypse, exploring themes of survival, morality, and the human condition. With its compelling narrative and return of key creative forces, the film is poised to be a significant addition to the franchise.